Hello, my cosmic friends. Welcome back to my channel, Beautiful Cosmos Tarot 2. My name is Cosmos. Nice to meet you if you are new. And if you're one of my subscribers, welcome back. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for sticking around. Today, I have a paid reading. Today's reading is going to be about Izna. Izna is a K-pop girl group. Izna has 7 members. All of them work under Wake One Entertainment. The members are Mai, Jimin, Jiyoon, Coco, Saran, Jonghyun, and Savin. Izna was formed through the survival show Island 2, which is a collaboration with producer Teddy and his agency, The Black Label. Izna debuted back in 2024, so they've been around for a while. Okay, and if you would like to make a paid request, I do charge $35, and I try to get your request within 3 to 5 days, 7 at most, okay? No more than that. Of course, only if you can, and if you cannot, just leave me your comments well, yes, leave me comments, but leave me your requests in the comment section below and wait your turn, because I do have more than 200 requests, okay? So as much as it sucks to wait, well, it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside for a bit. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that currently Miss Jiyoon, she has been on hiatus since February of this year, 2025. And, well, of course they said it was due to health reasons, but other than that, we haven't heard much about this young lady. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to start off with Izna's current energy, see what we can learn from there, and move on from there. And we will take a look at Miss Jiyoon. I'm so sorry, I don't have the names of everybody memorized here. Jiyoon, yes. We will take a look at Miss Jiyoon to see what else we can learn about her. Okay, so Izna, your current energy. What can we learn about you, ladies? What can we learn? How are you feeling? What can we learn based on your current energy? Let's see. Okay. Politics. Interesting. Okay, Wake One Entertainment right now has another group called Zero Base One. Zero Base One, they are a temporary boy group. And, well, the treatment between Izna and Zero Base One is very obvious. There's a lot of fans that have pointed that out so many times. And it looks like, I don't know how long ago this was, but I also see Ricky. He's a member of Zero Base One. And it looks like his birthday live, well, it was done with a bare minimum. The people were not even singing happy birthday to him. And yes, this is about Izna, but once again, that is like, I guess I could say almost the most recent example Spirit is giving me in comparison to Izna, where they have the most, elaborate sets. Everything is very pretty. Like, there's effort being put, okay, in comparison with how they treat Zero Base One. But here's the thing, it looks like, well, Zero Base One is treated like that because, well, they're a temporary boy group. Wake One doesn't see themselves keeping them, so why bother? Let's put all of our efforts into Izna. Izna is aware of this. They don't like it because whether it's temporary or, a regular group, it's still a group under their label, and they believe that they should get fair treatment. The executives, those are the ones, making the weird decisions to not be fair to both of them. But the members of izna and the members of Zero Base One, I don't see them being unfriendly or even annoying to each other. Quite the opposite. I see them being very friendly, very polite to each other. But yeah, it's the managers and executives and all of the other people that work behind the scenes. Okay, we have traveling. It looks like izna, sometimes they would like to travel a little more. But at the same time, they are very careful with how much they think about that because, well, being an idol is not easy. And it is commonly known that idols tend to be overworked. So they want to see more, but at the same time, they are keeping it hush-hush. For right now, they are going along with the flow, but yes, they do wish that they could see more. We have Sorrow. Jiyoon? Miss Jiyoon? Yes. Miss Jiyoon. She's very missed, okay? She's very missed. I don't see anybody trying to erase her from izna. It looks like from time to time there are comments or people that think that, oh, this is gonna be like Sunhan. She's gonna be gone a long time. They're trying to erase her and blah, blah, blah. I don't see that. The members of izna themselves, they miss her. Excuse me. They miss Jiyoon. But yeah, Miss Jiyoon, and we have healing. Yeah. It really was because of, a health issue. And not because she's getting plastic surgery or anything like that, okay? I can't remember, but it was an ex-member of some girl group that said, sometimes when they go on hiatus, it's because they're getting new plastic surgery. No, I don't see that for Miss Jiyoon here. We have control. A breakthrough and breakthrough. I'm sorry, guys. English is my second language and I filmed this before going to work, so yeah. Expect that to happen. My brain and my mouth don't always connect. Here with breakthrough. June, July come to mind. See, it's either June or July this year with Miss Jiyoon, or it could be next year because I don't see a date. Oh, I see the month, but I don't see like the actual dates. A year. Usually I get an approximate date, right? Or a possible date. But I don't see a year for her, so it could be June this year, even July. July is like a 1 or 2%, but June or July, either this year, 2025, that I'm filming this, or 2026, that she will be back. I don't see Miss Jiyoon becoming a Sunhan type of case. I mean, unless something has come up. I don't follow izna, okay? I have listened to songs here and there from izna, but I don't really follow them. Contrary to popular belief, I don't Google everything, okay? Okay. I see myself shuffling this deck again, so... What else can we know? izna, Jiyoon. Okay. Can you see? Yes, you can. Okay. Okay, we have conditioning. Comparison. Conditioning in comparison. It looks like, people in Wake One Entertainment. They want to compare Isna with, well, almost every other girl group out there. In comparison, obviously, that's normal, especially in the entertainment industry. It doesn't matter if you're a K-pop idol or not. But it looks like there those are saying, you know what, maybe we should go for... Some people are saying maybe we should do an even softer kind of, what's it called? Oh my gosh, I forgot the word for it. Style, but that's not the word. Oh my god, I forgot the word for it. Concept. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, thank you. Concept. Some are saying, you know what, maybe we should go for an even softer concept. I mean, for the moment, Isna is not known to be like, I don't know, like Meow or Blackpink type of concept where, it's like the tougher girl and cool girl and stuff like that. And then they're those saying, no, let's leave Isna the way it is. It's working out just fine. Let's leave them like that. So yeah, there's those types of comparisons going around there. We have fighting. Completion. Mr. Teddy. What was his role again? I forgot. Oh yes, Teddy is a producer. Okay. So Teddy is a music producer. And also from what I can see, it looks like some people don't like his ideas. And then there are those that do. When it comes to music for Isna. On rare occasions, there have been those that have said maybe we should just get rid of, him altogether. But yeah, there are those that are saying, nah, that's not possible. We're not doing that. That is dumb. So no. Okay, we have flowering. Mine. And change. Okay, Isna may not be that popular. I feel like they had their most popularity when the survival show was over, right? And it makes sense, no? But either way, I mean, I'm not saying everything is a walk in the park for them, but because sometimes it is stressful, right? They still have to keep on training, keep on learning choreographies and, how to sing and stuff like that. But it looks like for Isna, the people behind the scenes, the producers, designers, and everybody else that works to make Isna possible, they are the ones in which are the most stressed. But the ladies themselves, they're not that stressed. Okay. And it looks like little by little, they're also getting better. And I just heard they are walking in their own light. A lot of K-pop fans feel that, if you don't go viral immediately, or if you're not anywhere near Blackpink type of level, then you're a flop. If you're not breaking records immediately, you're a flop. If you're not making it in the West, you're a flop. If you're not in the top 5 in the Asian music charts, then you're a flop. No. With Isna, it is slow, but it's steady from what I can see here. Of course, there'll always be comparisons and people wanting to do more and stuff like that. But they are progressing. In their own way, in their own light, the wheel of fortune is turning in favor of Isna, of Wake One Entertainment, and yes, even Teddy. No matter how you feel or how others feel about Teddy, things are getting better. Also with Miss Jiyoon, I'm so sorry. I know I keep looking back at my notebook here, but I have so much that I want to say into that. Sometimes it gets jumbled up. But Miss Jiyoon, she is also getting better. I do see frustrations because she does wants to come back, okay? She does. But it looks like for the moment her health is not letting her. But once again, I don't see her getting kicked out of the group or anything like that. I don't. I see her coming back. Remember when Leah of ITZY was gone? I think she was gone for a year, if not close to a year. So it might be the case here with Miss Jiyoon. I mean, let's hope not. But I do see her coming back. I do see her coming back. I don't see her being expelled or anything like that from the group, okay? Let's keep going. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, the Eight of Pentacles, yes, it's about, money, having money, making money, but also getting better at what you're doing. Getting better at your job. And once again, with Izna, things are gonna keep on going, but getting better for them, little by little. Maybe not at the pace, some fans think things should be going, but they are. They're progressing. And also, there's some people behind the scenes here in Wake One Entertainment that are saying, you know what, they are doing good. It's better to have a loyal fan base that is going to keep the group afloat versus, going viral like 1 or 2 times and then not having the support that they need. There's been plenty of groups that, they have had that 1 or 2 viral hit songs, but then the rest, they don't do well. And they end up disbanding. So, little by little, they're getting there. Oh, the 9 of Cups. Izna has had a win, if I'm not mistaken. With Sign, that's the latest song that they have released. I think they have 1 win with that song. So I do see them having more wins. Not just with that song, okay? But later on down the road, I do see them having more awards. 10 of Pentacles. We have Karma. And the Queen of Wands. Interesting. Okay. There are those that are thinking, okay, who can we do collabs with? Who can we collab with? For the moment, I don't see Western artists collabing with them. But it looks like those, thinking about collaborations and stuff like that, they are considering perhaps collabing with Say My Name. Say My Name is also another girl group. And that group is created by Jaejoon. He is an ex-member of TVXQ. So it looks like they feel that, their concept, Say My Name's concept, and Izna's concept, it will not clash too much. It's not exactly the same, but it will not clash too much. There is enough difference for the groups to work together. I mean, the only tricky thing is, the amount of girls in each group. Because I do see this being as a whole group. all 7 ladies of izna, and all, oh my gosh, how many girls are in this group? I cannot remember. I think there's 7 or 8, possibly 9. I could be wrong. Let me know. I know there's some of you in there that are fans of that girl group. But yeah. And also they're thinking, well, if we could also do something with Mr. Jiyoon, that would be great. No problem there. I mean, Jiyoon, he's still very famous in South Korea, even though SM blacklisted him for a good long amount of years. But, you know, that's a whole story for another different time. You can always look that up on your own. Also, another thing that is being considered from time to time is perhaps, you know what, start doing solos already. Why wait for years, right? Why wait for years? We could start doing solos. And I see myself grabbing my notebook. Hold on. Okay. Mai has been considered for a solo. Mai. Jiyoon herself. She has been considered for a solo. Coco for like a 25%. Oh, Jimin at the moment, no, she's not being considered for a solo. But Coco, there's, yeah, 25%, 35 maybe. For Sarang, not yet. Junghyun, like a 50% of giving her a solo. And Saving, not yet. So yeah, solos have been considered. Of course, there are those that are saying, you know what? No, not yet. Izna is still too young, too early in the game to be doing that. But yeah, it's been a 50-50 type of thing. There are those that think, who cares? Let's just do it now. Why wait, 5-7 years? The last minute, nah, let's not do that. But once again, there are those that are saying, that is way too early. Not yet, not yet. The members themselves, whenever, they have allowed themselves to think about possibly getting music solos, and it doesn't have to be a mini album, it can just be like one song that they do along with, the other group songs whenever they are doing concerts. They are open to that idea. They think it would be interesting. But they would like it to be fair, right? Not just 1 or 3 out of all of them getting a solo. They would like it for all of them to get a solo, to get their own moment to shine, show what they got. From what I can see here, it's not that like performing with everybody. I see them getting along. I don't see, major fighting and conflicts and stuff like that. So they would like it to be fair. And I see myself grabbing this one. And you know what? This one too. So let's see. What else? And let me grab some from here. What do you want to say? Okay, that. Thank you. This one went out flying and it knocked away the politics car. But yeah, people, and they're constantly fighting what to do, what not to do, conflicts of ideas. Yeah, that's the tricky thing about, well, any type of work, any type of business, the politics behind it. And look at that, the card that flew out says financial security. Was it Everglow? I think it was that group that recently said, oh, we've been here for 6 years or 7 years. We have never been paid. The izna is getting paid. Okay, they are. They are. Under the law, it is considered a fair type of wage. Of course, I mean, it can always be more, right? It can always be more, but they are getting paid. Oh, thank God. Thank the heavens. Not gonna lie, that was one question I had before I started doing this. I was like, are they getting paid? Because it's sad now. All the work that idols do, men and women alike, and to not get paid. But yeah, they are. They're getting paid. Enough for them to be considered, a fair pay, well pay, however you want to phrase it. And also, like I said before, we have 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and well, in this deck it says change, but this card is the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, little by little, izna is making their way, and with that comes financial security. Okay, we have the Imperial Dragon. And I just heard collecting fans, and the dragon in this card has an egg in his hands. So yeah, little by little, they're collecting fans, occasional listeners as well. So little by little, they're building their mark, they're building their own way. Power. Oh, interesting. You know that song Power by G-Dragon? I just heard that. I'm listening to that. I got the power, power, that song. I'm not good at singing, but it looks like G-Dragon is curious about this group. I know that was very random, but hey, I'm letting you know. And you are always free to not believe a word that I am saying, okay? But yeah, it looks like from time to time, G-Dragon listens to izna. Yeah, there's so many girl and boy groups out there, but it looks like they caught G-Dragon's attention, which, hey, that's cool. He is a veteran in the industry, so yeah, he feels curiosity from time to time about this group. How the girls are gonna continue to grow, how is their music going to develop over time, what kind of things is Teddy gonna do. Hopefully, give them songs that suit them, and not just songs that follow trends, or songs that are not suitable for them. We had the fence. The year 2027 comes to mind with this card, and it looks like, well, they're not gonna be considered rookies by 2027. It's not gonna be considered rookies by 2027. So it looks like there's going to be more people that are just gonna feel comfortable to attack them. The way they look, the way they dress, the way they talk, the way they sing, the way they dance, the way they look at somebody. You know how stupid some people have become over time, right? An idol cannot look at the direction of another idol. They cannot look at another idol because they immediately think either they're dating, or, ooh, see the way they're looking? She's hating on him. He's hating on her. He's angry at her. He blah, 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 blah. It looks like that sort of thing is unfortunately gonna come for izna as well. They're not spared by it. Happiness. But in spite of all of that, I do see izna happy. Happy, getting along with each other, supporting each other. I'm not saying it's a perfect happy family where there's never any arguments. Oh no, from time to time there will be, but that's normal. It's part of growing. Luna. Luna is a Spanish word for the moon. Interesting. I do see praying. I do see Maya. I see her praying. So whatever higher power she believes in, it looks like she's praying in, the comfort of her own room, the moments that she is alone. Coco as well. Jiyoon from time to time. Jaemin once in a while. I mean, and the girls I didn't mention, there are times that, they look up the heavens and say, oh, Lord, please help us. Whoever the Lord is to them, right? Oh, please make this, whatever is going on, please help us so it goes through. But I don't see them like, actually, I guess, kneeling or standing and actually taking their time with that. And that's okay. I'm not judging. Some of us were brought up with some form of belief, right, in a higher power and a higher self, but not everybody. But during those moments, well, they do ask for help. Okay, we have a rebirth and once again 2027. Dang, okay. 2027, a possible concept change might be considered in 2027. I mean, it's not unusual, right? But it looks like from time to time that is being considered, but not yet. Okay, we have balance. We have mercy, union, and the wounded dragon. Well, once again, the girls get along. Okay. It looks like majority of people that are stressed are actually the producers and everybody else, but the girls themselves are not that stressed. They do have demands that they have to follow from the higher ups, right? But I don't see the stress level being at a serious type of stress. And I don't feel it either. Trust me. I done readings in which I feel that I need to run away because the stress is a lot. Or even sadness. I don't feel it like that here. With these last three, Mercy, Union, and the Wind and Dragon, I see possible dating rumors. Okay? Possible dating rumors. They are those that are gonna say, what are they doing? They're way too young to be doing that. They cannot do that. And of course, there's gonna be those psychos are gonna be hating on them and sending negative messages, among other things, because how dare they? How dare they, quote unquote, betray the fans, even though they're not doing anything like that? But psychos will be psychos in any fandom, in any group. So yeah, don't be surprised if we do see dating rumors because they just happen to have, for example, I see those earpieces. I know I can't remember which member of ESPA it was, but just because she and another gentleman had like the same earpiece, the same color, I think it was, they were dating. Don't be surprised if, they do the same with the members of ISNA, that, they happen to have the earpiece or a ring or a microphone also comes to mind here. Maybe possibly the same color, the same design of microphone. Yeah. They're gonna be false rumors, but, once again, psychos will be psychos, right? And it looks like that whenever it does happen is going to be a little intense for the girls, because I'm not saying that they are free from critics right now, because there's some people that just gotta talk no matter what. They're gonna talk and they feel that their opinion has to be said even though nobody asked. They have not had a very Isna has not had a very strong wave of critique. But it looks like whenever these possible rumors come out about them dating, that's when Isna will really see how brutal some people and how psychotic they can be towards them. Which is sad because, it shouldn't be like that. But some people, they're a lost cause. Okay, now I'm gonna grab this deck because it catch my attention. What else? Isna. This. Okay, this one too. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look. We have the Sun card. Okay. That's good. We have Temperance. Okay. It looks like the members of ISNA themselves, they are trying to, at least when it comes to their emotional health, they are trying to have good emotional health. Is it difficult? Yes, right? Because, well, they're idols. One moment they're here, the next they're in this country, the next they're in another country, and then the next they have to come back home to do another thing. So it can be challenging like that. But it looks like Isna is making a conscious effort to balance out stress, whether it's to, just taking a moment for themselves, closing their eyes, taking some deep breaths. I do see some of them actually meditating, which is good. You're never too young or too old to start meditating. That is good. So yeah. And of course, praying. Praying that, well, things go well, not just in their career, but also with them. Well, it's no secret, right, that so many idols have self-deleted. So it looks like Isna is trying to make a conscious effort to be healthy, not just, to do their job, but to not bring that type of worry to their fans and their own family. The Eight of Pentacles again, but in this tarot. So yeah, once again, financial stability, the Four of Wands, more possible wars in the future. No matter who doesn't like it, they are coming. Seven of Wands. Yeah, don't be surprised also if, there's fandom wars for any reason. Don't be surprised about that. By the way, Isna feels that those wars are stupid. Of course, they're not gonna say it out loud. Because, idols are not really, they're not really allowed to express what they feel. There's the illusion that they are, but no, they're not. But they think it's stupid whenever fandom wars happen. There's that Nine of Wands, Four of Cups, okay, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah. Well, whether it's fandom wars or just criticism, it looks like, once again, over time, little by little, Isna will have a very loyal fandom that is there to defend them, to support them. There might be possible sponsorships. That's the word. For the moment, I don't see individual sponsorships, but I do see group sponsorships. And it looks like it's some sort of drink. Some sort of drink company, juice or water. I don't know what that is, but I see a clear liquid. Okay, I don't know what company this is. It's an Asian brand. I know that. But yeah, it looks like they might be getting those types of brand deals. And once again, here with the Ten of Cups. slow and steady wins the race, and that's what it looks like it's going to be for Isna. Based on current energy, because that is how tarot works, I don't see Isna like exploding in popularity to the degree of, Blackpink, but I don't see them flopping. There's so many successful groups that they're very are underrated. Perhaps they're more famous in certain places than they are in South Korea or in the US, in places in Europe. But they have a great fandom that make it possible for them to work. And based on current energy, that's what I see with Isna. I guess you could say Isna, well, there's the low popularity, right? Where, well, the groups are not doing good and they disband. There's a place in the middle, and then there's the highest one, let's say Blackpink. I see them being in the middle. They're gonna be known, but not that much, but known enough to keep on going, making profits, having more opportunities, and of course, not flopping. Okay? Okay. I just heard, and that is it. So, for today, that is it. Thank you so much to my lovely client for trusting me. I know it takes a lot, and it's not just the monetary thing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys as well for, trusting me every day with your requests, and also for going along with ideas that I come up with. Thank you. I appreciate it. I wish you guys the best. I wish all of the members of ISNA the best. I do see them being all together again, okay? Just give Miss Jiyoon some time. But I do see her coming back. Alright, guys. That is all for today. I will see you in the next one. Bye!